Superstition Mountain is a popular recreation destination located east of Phoenix. This mountain provides some of the best hiking trails in the state and also some of the best myths. Many of you see this mountain on a daily basis, but how many of you actually think about its name? Where did that name come from, and how has it kept that name throughout history? A superstition is a belief or practice based on fear of the unknown or the trusting of magic. Some people think that walking under a ladder is bad luck. This is just one example of a superstition. Athletes take superstitions very seriously. Hockey players refuse to shave during playoffs because they believe it is good luck. But could a superstition also refer to death? In the mid-1800s, a German immigrant by the name of Jacob Waltz began an ongoing superstition. He moved to Arizona to pursue a career in mining, but ended up doing much more. A member of the Peralta family led him to a gold mine located in a nearby mountain. It was reported that a very rich gold mine was hidden in the Superstition Mountains near Apache Junction, east of Phoenix, Arizona, in the United States. This land is designated wilderness area, and mining is now prohibited there. The mine is named after German immigrant Jacob Waltz. It is perhaps the most famous lost mine in American history. People have been seeking the Lost Dutchman mine since at least 1892. According to one estimate, 8,000 people annually made some effort to locate the Lost Dutchman's mine. Former Arizona Attorney General Bob Corbin is among those who have looked for the mine. According to many versions of the tale, the mine is either cursed or protected by guardians who wish to keep the mine's location a secret. In June of 1931, a government employee named Adolph Ruth from Washington, D.C. left for the Superstition foothills with what he claimed was an old Peralta map to the mine. When a search party went to look for him a few days later, his campsite was found to be intact, but Ruth was missing. That December, his skull was found on Blacktop Mountain with 2 holes in it. The rest of his skeleton was found a month later, about 3/4 of a mile away. In his clothing was a cryptic note that read, "About 200 feet across from the cave," and "I came, I saw, I conquered." There was no trace of the treasure map. Law enforcement officials attributed his death to sunstroke or suicide. In June 1947, a prospector named James A. Cravey made a much-publicized trip into the Superstition Canyons by helicopter searching for the Lost Dutchman mine. The pilot set him down in Laborish Canyon, close to Weaver's Needle. When Cravey failed to hike out as planned, a search was started, and although his camp was found, Cravey was not. The following February, his headless skeleton was found in a canyon a good distance from his camp. It was tied in a blanket, and his skull was found about 30 feet away. The coroner's jury ruled that there was no evidence of foul play. Some believe a spirit is protecting the mine. Others may think a man lives in the mountain watching out for the treasure that remains, killing any brave adventurer that tries to find it. Records show that people were living in the cliffs of the Superstition Mountains until the 1800s, but the origin of the name Superstition arrived much earlier with the Spaniard settlers in Arizona. When the Spaniards tried to explore the mountain on their own, they discovered that men began to vanish mysteriously. It was said that if one of them strayed more than a few feet from his companions, he was never seen alive again. The bodies of the men who were found were discovered to be mutilated and with their heads cut off. The terrified survivors refused to return to the mountain, and so Coronado dubbed the collection of peaks Mont Superstition, which explains the origin of the infamous name.
Okay.
Can you tell us about some of your superstitions?
Yeah, so every time I go in my bathroom, I have like cabinets underneath my bathroom or sink, and I check them before I even go in the bathroom.
I'm a huge Phillies fan, and I wear the same shirt until they lose. And also, my family and I, we sit in the same spots. I'm really afraid of storm drains.
I can't walk over them. I don't like the drains, like on the side of the road. Like when you walk near, I'm afraid someone's gonna like grab me and pull me under. So I don't walk around storm drains.
In high school, I wouldn't change my baseball socks as long as you're on a winning streak.